Hey, hello everybody. So we are back at the Naan. We're making Naan again. You know why? Because I feel like I didn't make it very well the first time. So what happened was I followed the recipe, except for not rolling it out with a rolling pin. And I also think it needs to be cut up into more pieces than what they suggest. So let's get right to it. Pour the water into the pan. Done. Add the yogurt. I'm gonna put a half cup of yogurt in here. Well, it says a scant. So it was a scant cup of water and a scant half cup of yogurt. I love when they use the word scant instead of an exact measurement. It leaves a lot to interpretation. Let's see. So I see a little void in there and I'll scrape out a little extra. We'll call that scant. I can see a little airspace back there. Try to plop that in there without splashing everybody. Probably should have used a spatula. What do you think? Anyway, it's too late to go back now. We've gone too far. Alright, we'll call that good. We'll call that good and messy. Alright, let's keep it going. Add the yogurt, salt, and sugar. How much salt are we looking for here? Bam. Gotta keep a little organized here. So we're looking for 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Salt? You don't like the salt? Okay, well we'll just put a little bit. And then it's going to be half. But like again, I have an 1/8, so I hear if I do 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Okay, salt and now sugar. Let's wipe this out so we reuse it a little bit instead of we're a little bit measuring utensil pour. A little bit of sugar. They're asking for extra fine, but I just have some organic. It's probably not as fine as it should be, but life's rough, I hear. Alright, we're gonna skip the caraway seeds. Wife does not want caraway seeds. Add the melted butter. We're putting in 4 tablespoons of melted butter. Butter, butter, butter. Everybody loves butter. That's the butter. We're rolling here. Sprinkle over the flour. Everything we've used out of the way. We're also gonna need an extra half cup here, aren't we? Do I own another half cup? I do. Victory is mine. Victory is mine. Alright. Try to keep the count here. We got 4 that we need to do. 1, 2, 3, 4 more. And a half for good luck. Okay. There. Kids watch Peppa Pig and now I get to be called Daddy Pig. And Papa's Big Belly, which is very nice. That's another big discussion in the Peppa Pig universe, is Papa's Big Belly. 1 1/4 teaspoon yeast. Got my 1, where's my quarter? Need a quarter. There we go. Ah, yeah, we'll just eyeball it here. I don't think it's gonna be crazy hard to. Boo, boo, boo. There's my quarter. Except I was supposed to have made a little indentation. Although honestly, I don't think it matters because it all gets mixed in fairly quickly once it starts spinning. There we go. That's the yeast. Let's run through, make sure we didn't miss anything. We have the water. We added the yogurt, the salt, and the sugar. We're omitting the caraway seeds. We added the butter. We sprinkled over the flour, and we forgot to make a small indentation for the yeast. But it's in there. All right. Let's go ahead and wipe this off a little bit. Keep it clean. Wipe out some of the butter that got kind of smudged in there. Man, you see how much quicker that went? That's got to be about half the time when we made it last time. You do this all the time, you'll be amazed how efficient you get. Bam. There we go. It's on. Let's select it. 9 is dough. We're hitting start. Okay. This is my nemesis right here. Here's what I'm going for. We'll see what I can do. I'll come back to you in an hour and a half and we'll start trying to do this. Alright, we are going to be starting our second round here. And this time we're going to follow the directions. It's just crazy enough to work. So last time what I did not do, I did not use a rolling pin, and it said divide the dough up into 4 pieces. I think it needs more like 8 pieces. For all of us.
Yeah.
So this dough is going to beep at us right now. How convenient is that?
It beeped.
And it beeped.
Yeah.
So we're going to turn it out.
Yeah. Or you can use a toothbrush. You can use my toothbrush.
Thank you. Or we could use the baby's toothbrush. That's very generous of her. But I think we're just going to...
Does timer goes off?
Timer goes off.
Yeah.
It's very interesting looking. It's not very appetizing looking, actually. That's weird. That's right where the paddle was. Gross. We're going to throw that away. Anyway. Moving along. So that would be a half. That would be a quarter. And that's going to be into eighths. So I'm going to start out with eighths and see how we go. So I'm going to set off my dough over here. There we go. Last but not least. So what else am I doing that I didn't do before? I realized in the instructions, I believe it's called the tandoori, the oven that they use in India. I believe it's a tandoor, a wood-fired clay oven. It's very hot, similar to a pizza oven. She's going to be very happy to eat some bread. So let's get some of the flour off of here a little bit. Got this floured up. And I'm going to try to get this to kind of like a pita thickness. Not really concerned about the shape. It talks about making a round. You're done. Okay, can you just sit over there?
Okay.
Okay. So I think I'll do 2 of these. So I think that's pretty good. We're looking for something along the lines close to a pita. That's what I'm going to go for. And I'm going to see if that's going to make something closer to what the picture looks like. Because I sure didn't match the picture. It looked more like a Boboli pizza round or something. It was still good, don't get me wrong. That's why we're continuing on with the recipe, because we definitely think it has potential. But I just need to roll it out a little bit closer to what the instructions say. So there we go. Now that we have 2 of them done, I think I'm going to throw 2 in the oven, and we'll set it to 6 minutes.
Yeah.
So let's take you over here. Let's get you a little better shot there. And so we have the oven heated to 500 degrees. That's the highest my oven will go. We have a pizza stone waiting in there, inside of there for us. You can get the stool if you want to watch. Open this up. I'm going to throw one over here. Throw one over here. We're not going to use my bare hand to close that in. That would be entertaining for all of you. So we're going to set our timer for 6 minutes. We're going to keep working on rolling the rest of these out while that's cooking so that we can be efficient here. Right, Katya?
Right.
Right.
And we will eat half.
You'll eat half? You don't want the whole thing? No.
And you can cut it for us.
I can cut them for you? Man, I gotta make it and cut it?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of work for Papa.
Yeah. And then we'll rest for a little bit.
And then you'll rest for a little bit? Okay, because you've had such a hard time eating half? Okay. Please stay behind the camera, please.
What's this? What's this, Papa?
That's tomato sauce.
What makes that?
Okay, so we're looking for pita. Pita thickness here.
You can put it in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be the last one.
Alright, those are still big. No, not yet, Katya. We're gonna look at. You can look at the video when we're all done. You'll see, and you can eat them too when we're all done.
And when pizza comes out, me and Kaka will get pizza and Mama. And you're going to get pizza. And when we come back, we will so this will put it like that.
Okay.
More.
There we go. I just need to get ahead of the oven because it's a fairly short cook time. I think we'll flip you over at 3 minutes and we'll take a look and we'll rotate them 180 degrees because I don't have the most efficient oven. It kind of has hot spots.
You need to put that bigger.
Because that's the instructions. We're making thin flatbread called naan.
Like that.
You don't like it? You liked it last time. It'll be good, Katya. It'll be good. Okay, we're running out of space to work here.
What does that say?
That's my tripod for the camera.
What does that say?
It says Delicia. Delicia? I'm not sure. It's a good tripod. We should do a whole series about the tripod, the camera equipment. I have some pretty simple camera equipment. And it does fairly good. Okay, we're almost there.
Yeah.
We're at a little less than 3 minutes, so I think we should go over here and see what the oven's looking like. We're gonna rotate these guys.
Are you allowed to use with the pot?
Very interesting to see they're all puffy.
Yeah. The puppy.
They're puffy. Here we go.
I want a hug.
You want a huggy? Okay, we gotta take a break for a hug time for a second. Come here, give a hug. Big hug. I love you.
It's a kissy.
Kissy, kissy. Love you. Okay.
This is my bag.
Let's keep making bread
This
here.
is my bag. This is my bag.
That's Mama's? Okay. Alright, that's about ready. Here we go, do last one. We'll have these all set and ready to go in the oven. It's sunny out? That's nice. Should be warm when we go outside.
Yeah. I need my sweater.
Okay. All right.
That's my unicorn.
We have everything rolled out.
It's my unicorn.
It's waiting. Not too much flour over there.
With flour.
Try to have these not stick to each other.
Look at Papa.
Uh-huh.
Put my hood on.
I don't think you need your hood on. From Spatula City.
I don't need it.
Because.
I don't need it.
So I don't burn my hands. I need all of these things so I don't burn myself terribly. The oven is very hot.
The timer goes off. Then the timer goes off.
Timer goes off.
Yeah.
So what have we learned from the first ones? I think 6 is a little too long. Six is a little too long, and maybe I do need to divide them into 4 and just make huge ones, because looking at that, that's not quite right. You know what I need to do is I need to fly to India and find some nice people who can teach me how to make these things professionally, right?
You forgot the other one.
That's okay. We'll do those later.
You can do it by yourself.
I could do it by myself, I could.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to try to go, let's say, 4.5 minutes on
Are
these.
you done?
No, we've got a couple more sets to do and then we'll be done. Okay, we're going to pause it for a minute. Alright, so life is all about making adjustments mid-stride. So here we go. Let's see if I can change it up a little bit. Seeing as how these are puffing up. Look at that steam. Alright. Got 2 more minutes left. We'll come back to you when it's ready. Alright, we're wrapping her up here. Let's see how these came out. Timer goes off. Alright, put our next batch in. Not burn ourselves. Here we go. I think 4.5 was a winner. I think. Still not quite coming out right, are they? You see what we got going here. Does not quite look like naan, huh? I'm supposed to finish this up and it's supposed to get bubbly, but I'm not sure. I think I'll just end up browning it. So we got to keep working at this. I don't think we're quite there yet. Anyway, we'll come back in a minute. Alright, I'm going to try to flip them a little bit earlier, see if we can avoid some of the bubbling. Okay. Alright, let's keep them going. Those look pretty good. I'll check back in with you. I want to show you guys here. I started, so that's the part that flaked up. You can see here it has very much, describe it as kind of a pita. And it sure is tasty though. As much as I mangle it, it sure tastes good. So, interesting. This would be good. You could slice it up and make look like appetizers with some hummus. Anyway, it's good. I don't think I'm making good quality naan yet. Alright, let's get it going. You can see. So the next step would be, after I get all of these done, set the oven to broil and create that bubbly look that you see in the picture when a professional does it, rather than me. Alright, we'll go back 4.5 minutes. So you can see here what we're working with after 4.5 minutes. So I'm hoping I can pop it on broil and we'll get some sort of a look closer to the book. But regardless of what happens here, it's tasty. So we're gonna call it a semi-success. All right, let's flip again. Maybe that by the time we make these a half dozen times, I'll get it down. Okay, let's pull it out here. So what we're gonna do, we'll just leave them in. And we're gonna go to broil. What I will do is pop that upper. We'll go broil for 30 seconds.
For the oven, for the timer.
For a timer for 30 seconds, and we'll do 30 seconds.
Can we do that?
See what it does to puff it up a little bit and get a little closer to the finish.
I got
in the picture.
hat. I got hat.
You have a hat?
Nice.
You have a unicorn hat? That's very pretty.
It has a, oh, let's see it. Oh, let's see it.
Do you see it here?
The timer goes off.
Yeah.
Can we get out? Can we
You know.
get
Not yet, we do 30 more seconds. I'm gonna say I'm just not getting the look that they had. Oh well, it still tastes good.
I'm gonna play this. Tiger.
As you can see, not much of the original mun is left here. That's not gonna make it too much longer. So do 30 seconds and we'll pull it. Alright. Yeah, I don't think the extra 30 seconds is doing much. Timer goes off. So we'll pop these in.
Pop those in.
Pop those in.
It's too hard
Okay.
to do that.
Set the timer for a minute and we'll just flip it at 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to play. Tiger.
Let's flip them.
Wow. Is it time? Go. Oh, yeah. Look. Oh. Oh, sweet. Bye.
Alright.
We should go back. Hello, baby.
Alright, let's go.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That fell down.
That fell down. So let's take you over and see what we got here.
So the be out my way.
Yeah. So, as far as simulating the picture,
Okay.
this beautiful picture right there, I would say I fairly failed. Mine doesn't look nearly as puffy. She does have a little bit of herbs in this recipe, so theirs is going to look a little different, and mine is just plain with just the yogurt and the dough and the flour. But it is at least tasty. What you're looking at here is very, very good, but I don't think I have yet duplicated this. But I'd wonder if behind the scenes for this picture, if they almost had a pizza oven to get this kind of a nice look to it. So we will forge on. It is a tasty recipe, the naan. But I have not yet duplicated this beautiful picture yet. But we will soldier forward. Everybody have a good day.